Alright, this just hot off the press. I spoke back in the past about Mali, and I sat down and told you guys through scripture and what I've seen how it wasn't an Islamic State going in there raiding and shooting up trying to take hostages. They were in there to kill the billionaires and millionaires of bankers that was in there making deals with Africa. That's the reason why they went in there to kill and shoot everybody, because of the separation with the TTP and the nations and China and Russia and Iran and all this stuff that's going on, which nobody's paying attention. We know China is out there. We know they have a warship out there in Syria, but we never hear about them. So let's conform. If we never hear about them, I'm an American or I'm English, I'm a human being. So if I don't tell somebody something and I know it's very important and I don't talk about it, that means that I don't want them to know, because I don't want to scare them or let them know that there's a problem with this. All right, so pay attention to that also, because those two are not the best of friends and made a partnership, and you think that we're just going to deal with Russia and all this other stuff and China's going to mind their business. It doesn't work like that, but nobody's paying attention. Back to what I was saying. Now, the Mali thing is was all over China. Nobody paid attention to it. Now we see that Mr. Guo, Mr. Guo, the etymology of Mr. Guo, who is Mr. Guanchang, is the equivalent, the etymology of him is the equivalent of saying Rockefeller to America, or Hewitt to America, to Carnegie. This man is a billionaire. He owns the biggest fusion pharmaceutical in China. All right, he is part of 3 of the bankers that have came up missing dead, that are worth part of $2.7 trillion. Now remember, China's money has just came on the map, so it's worldwide, just like the US dollar. So with that being said, he was a privatized person that did his own thing. Now you have the China government making all these people who are private partners doing business with other countries in America, they're coming up missing. So the government's going to overthrow what their business is and take over it. That's why you're going to look at the stock market is going to be going up and down, up and down. Now this man, Mr. Guo Guangchang, has been missing since November the 18th. Nobody's found him. Nobody knows where he disappeared to. Now I'm going to ask you a question. If you're a billionaire, you're running the country, your finances, I'm talking about you're that dude, all right? Like Rockefeller, and I gave you the etymology to break down the equivalent of who he is, what he owns, what he's a part of, the real estate, the banking, the pharmaceuticals, the money, I mean, everything, the entertainment. So this man being worth asset-wise $7 billion, but being a part of this $2.7 trillion banking, and the bankers coming up missing. They're saying that they're jumping out of airplanes, committing suicide and killing themselves, when technically, all right, we know that nobody that has a good, successful life kills herself. They're killed off. All right. All this stuff is happening. Not one time has he been on the news to say that he's all right. They released, the police did, stating that he's a part of an investigation that is going on. So, and they released that he's okay. My whole thing is this. I left the link down below because I want you guys to see that if you're a billionaire like we see in America and all around the world, even if you're a movie star, you're going to come out and say what the problem is and then go do the investigation or give some kind of press conference. They haven't. So if they haven't and they got to release it to yourself, what did that sort of tell you? Sort of tells you that either he's dead, he's either gotten his behind kicked and he's so bruised up that he can't show his face, so they're going to wait until he heals, or they actually haven't found him, so they're looking for him, so they just released that so the world doesn't go into panic, because he's such a big part of what's going on with the financial back and forth, the stock market, that, you know, there's becoming a change. Now, this is a part of scripture, a part of the separation. Look at the separation with the TTP, the countries, the war. Look at the oil, the fruits of the land. This is all written. So we need to pay attention to all the aspects in order to make, you know, all the puzzles, the pieces of the puzzle fit together into one picture.